Hello, welcome to my day 61 of my math vlogs. Now, as New Year begins, it doesn't really necessarily have to begin in a high now, does it? Because we had a really long lesson today. We did trigonomic identities. However, it was like the complete whole picture, almost whole picture. 7 identities down, 1 more to go, but oh my gosh, it was difficult. Now, let me break it down to you. Tomorrow, we're supposed to have a quiz. And this quiz is supposed to encourage us to strive for better and know everything. Therefore, we have to study the entire time today, our butts off, in order for us to pass the quiz tomorrow. Now, let me just break it down which everything is. Basically, it's supposed to be able to manipulate all the equations and know the values of all the sine, cosine, and tangent of 30, 60, 90 degrees. And with this in mind, we can manipulate further equations in order to get us a solid value like you would in a calculator. And now that seems pretty cool, like, oh my gosh, you can do stuff that a calculator can do. That's awesome. But then, stuff like this, you really need to pay attention to the simple things like adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing fractions and manipulating everything with that in order for you to wrap your head around something else. Because usually how some brilliant people work, I don't know how they do it, but they usually pay attention in class, take down notes, and then everything else would make sense as long as you have a consistent pace and not necessarily cramming everything in one day. Now, this is where I always mess up because usually it's all jammed into one day, which is never good. And as research says, it is better to memorize something day by day as you go along, so then it's progressive, rather than to cram your mind and shove everything into your head in 1 hour before the actual quiz starts. So, with that in mind, it is good to manage your time. Now, how do I, of all things, understand that things can be this simple, however, it's really complex? Now, here is the basics of everything. If you're on the dawn of algebra, if you have 2 binomials and 1 specific value, then certainly if it were to be plotted into numbers, then it'd be so easy. Like, what is 2x plus x plus 3 equals 0? You just move it to the other side, do your magic, and then it just turns out right. It's basic stuff. However, when things get mixed up with really complicated things, or what you think may be complicated, like sine, cosine, tangent, and everything that comes with that, then you will be confused. And the only way to do this is to going back to what it is, breaking down very complex stuff into simple things in order for you to understand it. Hopefully, with this method of everything, it's basically just saying this may look hard, but it's not. It's just the illusion, and you're just, suffering. You're just making yourself suffer. So, with that, I should know how to memorize, how to study more efficiently, and most importantly, know my weaknesses in order for me to improve. And what timeliness it is, tomorrow is report card day. Bum, bum, bum. So, hopefully, I won't fail. So yeah, thank you, and hopefully in your test, you won't fail, and hopefully this also helped you with how you can study and improving your study habits. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a nice day.